the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Miracles Dennis Abronye, a aspiring national communications officer, Edima NPP Amonyokuno. Ebushonfo sabere wababonten abekasa na ebushonfo ne nsemu a ode abetuja no directly to the National Democratic Congress, NDC Amonyokuno, and this message echo the amomo. Now, according to Dennis Miracles Abronye, or say kamia kwaye se oman ni mu no yen democracy idea adwuma se oman ni mu ye rane kabima men kabi amamuo eno na ema oman Ghana ye a democratic state. O se kamia kwaye se under the National Democratic Congress sa democracy kabima men kabi no yayera na eno na o kire se wo hwe yama amara ni mu a babie no ho a kire se bibi nkoyi na se obi ka ho asem a mfonso except se asem na nipa no ka no enye no kore, that is defamation. Se asem enye no kore na waka dia to obi so, yes, eno ewo ho. But then for someone to be criticizing the government for not doing things right, or say eno no one way or the other aban no kamia kwa se no obi be ka bibi se pe na kire se omo de eno aye nyinaso na eno no omo de arrest no eno na o kire se da bi enye sa na wo se nioma etimi eye o man ni mo o se akoye sa na kire se entweye na even talking about that na o kire se this time no some people and this time impone start o se eno de o that is talking about insults. Or say enya de say ye crime according to Dennis Miracles Abronye, or say ade say ade a wo ho egusu a ewo ho for someone to be criticizing, to be insulting the government. Yes, it is not something that make us say personally something that we should be tolerating so much. Yeah, we shouldn't be tolerating that. But then looking at the perspective, Miracles Dennis Abronye the free banner say or say kamia kwa isi no bi na no na say or make an insult then it is being criminalized, and then boom, nature say enwa na echo. I don't know what this is how the government is harassing citizens, it is too much. And then one message and then the direct message I send the amount NDC or say they won't be in power forever. I say NDC Amonyokuno, they wouldn't be in power forever, so they should be mindful of any or every single thing that they are doing, because of course Ghanaians are watching. Or say so bibi na no ebe ka bibi aban no onye say right, onye say na say eno no aban no ye china doesn't sound right. Yes, or say eno no under the leadership of His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo bitimi ba no a say de na akoma so na de wa okeka the His Excellency the former president. But in name no, and ya they say no react. So you don't know why under the NDC no, they are even criminalizing insults. Say Sisiano bibi na no, not just say wabeka asemu just free speech keke, but then out of the free speech no na no patrono. Na say the attempt kakra ba mpe na che Sisiano na ne onse guachi na kwa na abusanfo okono. Eno and I say sad no enya de se beboa, because NDC Amonyoku no omo eba 2024 about 20 man say omo going into the election 2024 no, it wasn't their plan, it wasn't their agenda, it wasn't part of their almost set objective, almost set say ba ye be senior be. It was part of their plan. They were going to implement policies, they were going to implement initiatives, said the beya solve some problems. Yes, they cannot solve every single problem in the country. Yes, for that one, sure. But then they are going to make sure they do their best. Said the beya that was the intention NDC they buy. But according to Dennis Miracles Abronye, say Kamia say that particular mandate and NDC did not know. Kamia say day in day out they are shifting from that. What I say akoye sadia naturally say entwe because sisi an obi a oti baabi ehwe say NDC ba oba no ka so be 24-hour economy ehwe say obetimi aya na ontimi nye na obetimi aye dia then the country or the citizens can trust you're going to another election as a me to abama wa there is a cause for me to vote for you again. Yes, NDC baby oka say opa obeya akwan ye hwe say NDC akwan na oka so obeya no watimi aya na according to Miracle Sabajon say Nsem-Pii we nyina ye nioma ankofo checke ewo man ni mo. And then if you're able to meet up to Nsem-Pii we are, it gives you a lead ahead of Omoma can say about to breast soon as a advertising where you can say, oh, my way, these are my track records. But I say, see NDC in their second term under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, most of the thing now more has been about targeting the NPP. Day in day out, targeting the NPP here and there, back targeting the NPP or say no, and now they say a bebwa. Na the message or say NDC na omunti ni ye. Na anesa dia a baby beba na omu free power. Na a hono free on man. That is when they are going to realize you may be one more ya. Na sister mo ya. Na you may be one more ya. Na just one way or the other na whom here class omo ebeye. So yes, yemu rem ni yenko ti said you see the Nsem no edi etudwa na odo adwenche so dey comment section na say edi amame.
I mean, Council, thank you and good morning to my seniors. I will get to that. I mean, first of all, I think I would congratulate the MPP and all the citizens who joined them on a demonstration. One of the most potent tools in any democracy is protest. I mean, sometimes when you are in government, and we've all been there, you find yourself in a bubble. If you don't take care, you will see things only as they appear to you where you are. And protest sometimes pokes this bubble, busts it, and then you feel a certain new air, and you decide what to do. You see, it is always easy to justify these things when you are in government. Always easy. We've all done it before. We've all done it before. Always easy to justify these things. But one of the things we've all learnt over the period is that these strategies adopted by the government are never sustainable. They have never been sustainable. It's just a matter of time. And Dr. Khalid will change this narrative completely. The demonstration had several issues underpinning it. All the issues Dr. Khalid raised, I think they all come under just one aspect of the demonstration. I look at the bigger ones first. We now live in a country where a woman who is in Yeji, a corn seller, has phone, has data, and is on an open source platform called TikTok. She believes that she lives in a democracy. She can express her view. She doesn't have access to Newsfile. She doesn't have access to Nsem-Pii. She doesn't have access to Joy Prime. So in the morning, how she feels about the country she lives in, she wants to express herself. So she does it through TikTok. In the process, this woman is not so enlightened like Dr. Khalid and myself. So she started using words like Star presidential staff, Dr. Khalid, obetrati biswa no kanse muhunkwa why ni tise kunko. Nyanse bia ni nitrim kasa saa by heart. This woman goes to sleep. 5 a.m. Her room is broken into by security services. She's put into an LX vehicle, drove on the road for 8 hours to Accra, sent to a court, and she's remanded for 2 weeks. Ghana Police Service releases a statement and says she was insulting Dr. Khalid. That, for me, is the biggest issue to look at. Forget about the political class. As for the political class, we have our own games that we play. Let's not use that to cloud the very important underlying issue with the democracy and that.
But you know that the example you just gave, the police would not arrest under that example. That the woman you spoke about only insulted Dr. Khalid by saying, Okansem hunu nititi se konko. They will not arrest you on that. But if the person has said something about Dr. Khalid, that ono na wakoye you hana Yachi no onukra
you know Camilla
you
know Camilla
then they will say that is false. And they arrested.
Have you seen, at least I have seen at least 1 or 2 statements from the police where they said insult. It's in their statement. Insult.
Yeah, but in that insult, they were talking about how she claimed that the president and the first lady had done certain things, and those things like amounted to false publication.
Cows. You mean 35 cows?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So Camilla's issues has insult and then has selective justice, which is all part of the demonstration. Because you see, the gentleman who actually accused the president and his government for 35 cows is still walking.
And said he's one of them.
And he said he is the one that actually did the sacrifice. Self-confession. He says, I did it on your behalf.
Selective.
And that you can ask the national chairman. He is my witness. Camilla insults the president, references the gentleman, and Camilla is in jail for a year. Yeah. If you don't think this is dangerous, then continue living in the bubble.
Do you know what? I'm going to give you the space to speak. But do you know that, like in defamation, if you do what we call republication, it is taken as a separate course of action. So I make a false claim. I'm the originator of the false claim. But you, who takes that claim, you don't verify it, and you also publish it. And in section 208, it is the same. If you make a publication, it includes a republication, and you don't verify the truth of it, you are equally liable. Just like the guy who was also arrested, who put up the president talking to the security chief when they got down from, they were by the helicopter, right?
Yes.
And then he mentioned the 150 million for the, is it sanitation situation?
No, he didn't say that in the video, please.
So even though he was not the first to publish it, he has been arrested. Because republication.
Of what?
Of what is false.
What is false? What false publication did he?
I suspect he published it and said that the president was saying that he was going to give, he needs that amount of money for something else.
You are assuming now. He said that is the problem we have. You are assuming now. And that is the problem. Council, this is a major matter. It's a serious matter. It's not something that we should allow the people in government to water down with political class conversation. And that's why I want to push the political class. As far as you can do whatever you want to do with us, play with us anyhow it is. If we want to go back and forth and come with example, we can always come with it. I don't care about those things. Because whatever it is that happened to some people, he's at his stand. He's also exerting his vengeance. Others will also. No, I'm just saying. Yeah, but that is basically the point, the justification you are making.
No, what justification?
It's okay, you don't. It's okay. It's okay. I listen to you. So let's put that aside. But you see, all the assumptions you are making, that is where the danger is. That we live in a country where now the government wants to determine what they think we should say or what we shouldn't say. That is a problem. And the government is now assuming what they think we are saying. That is a problem. That is not free speech, Council. Free speech is unhindered. Free speech is without limitations. Free speech is clear. Free is free. You don't censor free speech.
Free speech has limitations.
No.
Relax.
I think
that one you slept.
Relax. You see, there's a difference between free speech and if I threaten you, that's not free speech. It has a definition.
So that's the limitation.
No, it's a definition. That threat is not free speech.
All right.
I am threatening you. That's a different subject matter. The last time I made the point about this whole insult thing, see, the number of people this government has arrested because of insult, you have no idea. We are the ones who provide them with support, so we have the list. See, most of the TikTokers issues, you haven't even heard about them. In fact, now, at the district level, the district police commanders have also made it an enterprise. And they are arresting people who are going for community information center engagement and community radios.
And finding them.
Now you speak, they pick you up from your community, they put you in police and they tell you that we need to say we are kokota. And it's become an enterprise.
2005.
Because they are picking the vibe from the center. I am a Methodist. I have been a Sunday school teacher for a very long time. I abhor insults. I'm a pure, thoroughbred Ekuapem boy. We don't insult. But insult is not a crime. Counsel, I can insult you all I want. At best, what you can do is in your personal capacity, go and sue me for defaming you.
I cannot sue you for insult.
I'm just saying,
insult is not
defamation. If I say your head is big and you think that I'm tainting your image.
Generally speaking, insult, vituperations are not defamation.
It's fact.
Yeah.
But right now in this country,
customary law.
Right now in this country, we have the police actually inserting insult as one of the reasons why they were arrested a citizen. I am not saying it all. The police have released official statement. You must be afraid, Dr. Khalid. You must be afraid. You must be worried. Because you see, the references you make from yesterday, what is happening now is an upgrade. And if it means that we are growing it, and eventually, if we don't work together to halt this, the next level may be crazier than this one. Because everybody is learning. And when I say the next level, it's not just MPP. Even your own party, NDC, in the next government, you may not be a presidential staffer. You may be something else in the government, or may not also be anything at all.
People are telling you that democracy is not under siege. Because in your term, worse things were done. And they give you the example that you did this demonstration peacefully and got to the Jubilee House. The Jubilee House was a no-go area during your 7 years.
Democracy has several tools.
8 years, yeah.
No, democracy has several tools. Okay? Protest is one of them. Protest is one of them. And with the political science that we all learned, if you accept the principles and systems of governance of democracy, you don't do some and leave some. So you don't go arresting people in their bedrooms for insult and use the fact that you allow them to protest as an example of democracy thriving. You are a hypocrite if you do that.
But in your regime, those things also happened.
But they protested.
I remember the Kakamatus and all those things.
Yeah. So they protested. Did they keep quiet? They protested. They demonstrated. They complained. So what is he talking about?
And at your demonstrations, we are hearing people, even beyond your demonstration, say that you will, you do me, I do you. You will do it back. So if you are saying it is wrong, why are you suggesting that you will do the same thing?
The interrogation is not allowing me to flow. So you hold the questions when I finish.
You have been speaking for a while, though.
No, you've been interrogating me. You hold the questions, let me finish. You see, I am not one that believes in do me, I do you. From the get-go, this whole thing we're experiencing, the thousands of people who joined us on the street, there are people who are regretting because they kept quiet when this thing started on 7 January. When these people started invading homes of their opponents, ransacking their homes, breaking their things. The governor, his house was ransacked, everything destroyed. At that time, most of the people on the street last 2 days were applauding them because it was the political class. Until they got emboldened. And now when they finished with all the political opponents and there was nobody else to go for in the political class, they brought it to the streets and brought it to the citizens. Most of the people you saw talking about they were not referring to Chemaun to me. They were referring to the TikTokers, the Facebookers, the Twitter boys that you are arresting. They were not referring to Chemaun to me. So we need to understand the difference. That the government has now gone so low that they are harassing their own citizens. And we should not allow the government to use the political class to cover up what is happening. Council, what is happening is not about MPP. Forget about MPP. As for MPP, we all know that once we've lost power, they will come after us. It's okay. It's not what we've been through since 1992 to now. If 2000, we go after them. 2016, they'll come after you. It's okay. Forget about us. The citizens, the market women by the roadside. As we speak, there is a woman in jail for repeating what somebody has self-confessed on the president for 1 year. 1 year.
Alleged
what I think the government can do is to rather activate state institutions like NCCE to begin to educate these people and tell them, listen, yes, there is free speech, but within the free speech, you can't say A, you can't say B, you can't say C, and begin to encourage them. You don't go rather weaponizing bails. You take there's a lawyer that I met about 4 or 5 days ago. He says he has a client with one of the security agencies. He's been in detention for 9 months, even though he's on bail. Do you know his bail conditions? he's been asked to bring 4 civil servants who earn not less than 30,000 cedis a month. He is with TUC. He should tell us how many civil servants in Ghana earn up to 30,000. The gentleman, because of this, is in jail. He's in detention for 9. The matter is
what if the person doesn't have any relation or friend or associate who is a civil servant?
You
have denied them bail.
The romantic relationship between the executive and the judiciary is what is engendering this. Because let me tell you something that you are missing.
And that's where the question is. When you bring in the executive and the judiciary, an independent body, where is that coming from?
Yes, you see, I'll tell you what. Today, some of the security agencies will tell you that you are better off with their conditions than that of the courts. Because for them, they can even waive some of the things for you so you can go home. Because if you force them to take you to court for a review, the judge tells you that, well, I've reduced it from 30 million to 15 million. That 15 million landed property. The landed property, the security agency tells you that, well, I have to write to Land Commission, Land Valuation Board for verification.
Which is normal.
That takes you 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks. So sometimes if you don't take care, even though the court has even granted you the bail, you'll be punished for about a month before you get out. Listen, there's a serious situation issue going on in this country. I had a cause to write to my Lord the Chief Justice.
My point is that what you are talking about is not new.
No. So you see, that is the problem. Then let's stop having the conversation and go home and wait for the future. That is the problem. It's not new. Did you keep quiet when the old was happening? So allow those who are also speaking now to speak. Why are you telling them that it's not new? When you came to tell the citizens that, hey, these people are tyrants, they are dictators, they are autocratic, vote against them. Vote for me. I am a Democrat. I will let you speak. I will let the country flow. They voted for you because you made them believe that the Nana Addo Akufo-Addo MPP government was a dictator. You come and you do worse. And when they are speaking, you tell them that, oh, but it is not new. So what should we do, council? We should go to sleep and let you put handcuffs on everybody as you please and not speak? Who says what we are saying, we expect that they will do something about it? We know this bubble. Everybody knows this bubble. This bubble never gets burst until you lose the next elections. It would get there. But it doesn't mean that we keep quiet. It doesn't mean that you should let the people, the people on the street over 50,000.